right. Hey everybody, Bobby Umar here, and welcome to my weekly chat at Sea Open to talk about how to seize your passion. I'm here actually at a cafe with my friend Lakshmi. Say hello, Lakshmi.
Hi everyone.
And today we're going to talk about leadership and different types of leaderships. And I figured, hey, why not bring a guest? I mean, I was with her at a cafe, and we're working on a really cool TEDx talk idea. And so I thought I'd talk about that. So a bit about myself. I'm a 5-time TEDx speaker, one of Inc. Magazine's top 100 leadership speakers. I do a weekly chat for Sea Open to Seize Your Passion every Tuesday at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm from Toronto, Canada, home of the Raptors, home of the Blue Jays. Thanks for the hearts. We love the hearts. By all means, share us on Twitter, share us on Facebook, get to be a part of the conversation. We're going to talk about 3 types of leadership: autocratic, democratic, and situational leadership. And you can also share your thoughts below by commenting and let us know what you think. And so what I thought we'd do to start off with is talk about the 3 types, and actually I'll let Lakshmi explain the 3 different types, and then we'll get into a discussion on how we use each one. Does that sound good?
Sure.
All right, go ahead.
Let's do that. So, quite recently when we attend job interviews and participate in all the leadership forums, people talk about what's your leadership style. I think broadly speaking, in the corporate world, we talk about 2 leadership styles. One is the autocratic leadership and the other one is the democratic leadership. So who is an autocratic leader? He is someone who has a vision for his team or for his organization and provides direction and instructions to his team to work towards the vision. So the autocratic leader is someone who delves into the details of it and makes his idea the core idea of the team.
Now, I can say that I do that sometimes. I definitely tell my team what to do sometimes. As a parent, I'll tell my kids what I think they should be doing. When I'm coaching people or when I consult versus coaching, I'll teach them how we do that. So I will actually talk to them in a way that's very autocratic. So I do that, absolutely. And again, this applies to not just corporate. It applies to entrepreneurship, seizing your passion, whatever you're working on. That's something to think about.
I agree, Bobby. This is something we do in our day-to-day life, right? So that's all about autocratic leadership. Now let's talk about a democratic leader.
Okay.
So democratic leadership is something that you use more in idea generating discussions. Like you want to bring all your peers, you want to bring your subordinates to talk about a business idea, right?
Sure.
You want to create a platform for them to be transparent, to be outgoing about the success or failure of that business idea.
Right.
So that's where you implement a democratic leadership, right? So you sit in a dinner table, your family dinner table, and you talk to your kids about a democratic style that you want to imbibe in them, right?
Okay.
So democratic leadership is also inculcated or practiced in corporates as well as in your family and your day-to-day life.
Sure. And I think for me, it's the collaborative piece where I listen to everyone's points of view. We try to build consensus. I think that's something that I would do often. Sometimes I don't like it though. The disadvantage for me is that it's slow. Like it's time consuming. It's like, let me just get to the thing. Just do this, just do that. So I go back to autocratic when I feel like it's slow or if as a democratic, decision-making team, we're taking too long. And so I quickly go to, depending on what my situation is, but sometimes you have to go from one to the other. But I appreciate the appeal of it because you're leveraging many ideas,
yes,
right?
True. That's the graph. So you mentioned the situation.
Oh,
so
that's a nice segue.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's about situational leadership.
Yeah.
I don't think as an effective leader, you could pigeonhole yourself into either being an autocratic leader or a democratic leader.
Yeah.
You should be a situational leader where you inspire and aspire to be the type of leader based on the type of situation you're handling.
Right.
If you have a clear vision and if you know that's the vision for your organization and all that you need is to align your team, align your people to work towards that vision, by sheer means be an autocratic leader.
So you're saying the situational part is really going between both depending on the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get that. And the mixture piece is important and going back and forth. Like sometimes you need to be autocratic. Other times you need to be democratic.
True. Right. And if you have a new idea that you want to float it across your team to get their opinion, to get their feedback, then be a democratic leader. Invite your people, invite your teams to share their feedback, share their knowledge with you so that you have a very strong business model.
Yeah, I love that. And again, this is the first time I think in probably a year and a half that I brought in a guest speaker. What do you guys think? She's good, huh? That's good. So it's a great topic, and I think that's something that is relevant to all of us. And look at the hearts coming in. I love that. Appreciate that. So if you ever want me to do more guest speakers, I'm not going to do it all the time, but once in a while I'll bring a few people in to talk about stuff on how to seize your passion. And yeah, like, you know, check us out. You can see all the videos on salesforce.com/stream, or you can check out my YouTube channel, or check out my videos on LinkedIn and Instagram. And where can we find you and your stuff?
You can find me on LinkedIn. I'm active on LinkedIn on Lakshmi.
Okay.
So please connect to me and tell me about what's your experience being a leader and what is your type of leadership style and how it has positively and negatively impacted yourself and your team. Because it's always nice to know about the negative experiences so we learn from them, improve upon them, and try to be great future leaders.
Awesome. Okay, great, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next week to Seize Your Passion at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.